Live from New York, it's the show that does not have a toxic quarterback room. Second hour, first things first. It's a Mac Jones reference. It's also time we read some viewer mail. Today, I didn't have time to go to the post office. I had to grab a late sandwich, so Christina went to the post office. Brought back a full satchel full of mail. I reached in, pulled out this letter. We have no idea who it's from.
Wow, okay.
Can I guess?
Somebody different.
Yeah, guess. Who do you think it's from?
I'm going to guess this one's Brian Sr.
There is no Brian Sr. Oh. How long have you been on the show?
Sorry, my bad.
Don and Don.
Don Sr. Gosh darn.
Ryan
The twins are Ryan and Brian.
You're
Sorry.
thinking of Uncle Brian.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. Sorry.
Dear Wildes, love the show. We know you consider yourself a bottomless well of creativity. Thank you. Yet it's been weeks, and there's nothing close to replicating the joy of Cowboy Brew. What gives? Don Sr.
Oh, I was basically right.
Close.
The meaner
he's
letters
right on
are
the
from
money.
Don Sr.
He's right on the money.
Well, a fair point. So I wanted to get rid of Cowboy Brew because I felt like a little bit like it was tired. But then I go on the internet and people are kind of hounding me. People at my actual address. Where's Cowboy Brew? So we have some news. The following statement was released by Cowboy Brew on behalf of Fox Sports and the First Things First producers in response to questions about his future plans on show graphics. I'm back. Wow! Oh! What a return! I'm sorry, I had no better ideas. I tried my best for a pure month. So he's back. Welcome back.
It was a Cowboy.
Oh, wearing the 4-5.
All right, anyway, here we go. All right, at number 3, it's an all-NBA one, guys.
Oh, wow.
We're getting into the hoop season. Anthony Davis. First of all, Anthony, congratulations. Phenomenal year. First of all, you've been healthy. He has played 52 of their 56 games.
Pretty good.
I don't think any of us would have believed that if you had told us that before the season. He's playing great, too, right there at the top of the Defensive Player of the Year race. 25 points, over 12 rebounds, 2.5 blocks. Like, having a phenomenal season. So congratulations on that, AD. At last night, 37-15 in a win over Utah without LeBron. And AD talked about, we found our identity. We play fast. We get to the paint. That's what we do. And so I liked it. AD, you sounded like a leader. And here's what I say. Keep that energy when LeBron gets back, all right? Which will probably be the next game. It's time for you to take the torch. It's been time. It's way past time. Most of us have written you off and said you'll never take the torch, but now is the time, AD. Because look, as well as you've been playing, let's be honest, all the other big men that we say he's in their class, Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, we can't even imagine them playing with LeBron James, even an older LeBron, and being the 9th seed. That is impossible. So, AD, take the torch. I'm sure LeBron's ready for you to take it and lead this team to something special. Just at least a deep playoff run. AD, I actually believe in you. All right, at number 2, Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum is nice. I know Nick wanted to keep you out of club superstar until he kept you out until the last moment. I mean, man, the bar was high for you, but you're in 27 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, leading the team and all of that, the best record in the league. You're nice, but you're not yet mad nice.
Oh.
There's another level, mad nice, and that's where the Jokic is.
That's what I said about club superstar. Now you're attacking.
There's not 13 or 14 mad nice guys, all right? But to get to that next level, you have got to get some jewelry. But let's just go before that. There is no excuse for you, Jason, not to win the East. Am I right? Like, Embiid is hurt, and when he comes back, I doubt he'll be what he was doing before, for this season at least. Milwaukee's having all types of trouble. They're 3-6 under Doc Rivers so far.
Consultant there.
Cleveland, the Knicks, they're nice. They're not on y'all level. All right. And Miami, I know they've been a thorn in your side, but you have swept them in 3 straight games this year. All right. So there is no excuse, Jason, for you guys to not get to the championship series And you got to, obviously, once you get there, you got to beat Denver or whoever you face in the West. But, Jason, I believe in you. All right, at number 1, there's a bunch of guys. 24 to be exact.
Wow.
The NBA All-Stars.
A large bud list.
All-Star weekend is this weekend in Indianapolis. And I'm excited. I was watching Mac McClung highlights on YouTube. Dude did some nasty dunks. I can't wait to see him Saturday night. I can't wait to see Steph and Sabrina Ionescu shoot the three-point shootout. But when I think of the actual game Sunday night, I get a bad taste in my mouth. I get a headache, all right? I get a stomach ache, all right? Because the game has been horrible. Listen to some of this, all right? A few years ago, the game became a joke. Then it graduated to being ridiculous. And then it moved on to being absolutely unwatchable. All right, in 2019, here's some of the numbers. They took 167 threes.
I don't like that.
There's a threshold of how many threes is too many.
Yeah, it's 165.
I don't know what it is, but that's way beyond it. 2017, 83 dunks. Can you imagine 83 dunks?
Can I tell you
and
something?
Almost all of them uncontested.
Exactly. None of them good.
2016, the West won 196 to 173.
Thank you.
196. The scoreboard doesn't go to 200, I don't think. So I don't know what they're going to do.
I think they're digital now, Brew. A little different than when you were covering the league.
When I was there, the flip. Last year, you're not going to believe this one. Last year, there were 7 fouls. 7 fouls in the game. So this, look, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It's an easy fix. Just try.
Yeah.
Just try. And we don't want playoff level intensity, but how about the intensity that you play with at UCLA in the summer?
Thank you.
Or the Drew League.
Yes.
Or maybe even Rucker if you go there.
Yes.
Or when you play an open gym in the summer. I'm sure you're competing in the summer more than you are in
Chris
All-Star games.
Brickley's league.
Just give us that. Yeah.
Anything.
Give us that. That's it. That's
Perfect.
the button.
Well
done, Brew.
Chris, I would say that this bud list was nice, but it wasn't mad nice.
Oh, wow.
And I don't usually say that, but an all NBA list.
You're not here for that.
After the season, I mean, and look, I like dunks and threes, so that's why I watch the game. So I'm a little biased that way. I'm putting the Chicago Bears front office.
Wow.
And nobody has a more organizationally defining moment than they do this year. To have the number 1 overall pick for the second year in a row, and you didn't go get C.J. Stroud last year. And look, there was a lot of disagreement on where C.J. would land in terms of his ability, but what he's done, and now you've got the number 1 overall again. So you got to make that right decision in terms of who you're going to bring in, and then that leads to what you're going to do with Justin Fields. How are you going to if you move on from him, how are you going to maximize what you get back for Justin? So there's that decision. Then you have the 9th overall pick. So you have a chance to add another great player to the organization. And you've got, I think it's $48 million in cap space. So you have plenty of room to go improve the team through free agency as well. So this is such a rare occurrence in NFL history to have this opportunity that they have and the firepower of trading the quarterback that's currently in-house. So they are absolutely under duress.
That's well done, Coach. So what would your recommendation be?
I thought they should have moved on from Justin Fields last year. I didn't necessarily feel that strongly about the quarterback group, but this year it seems like a lot of excellent candidates. I know that Nick is deeply involved.
So Caleb is not automatically Caleb?
This is going to change before the draft. There'll be a lot of give and take in terms of who likes who, but we see it every year where this guy's a lock to go number 1 overall. We'll see when the number.
But you would draft the whoever the quarterback is, you would draft a quarterback.
I'm saying if I'm the Chicago Bears, I think that Justin has peaked there, and if you have a chance to go get someone who feels a franchise quarterback that'll be there for the next 15, 20 years, you have to go.
That's right. I'm putting James Harden on the bud list.
Oh.
And listen, Harden's been playing very well all year. The Clippers have been excellent. Right after they got him, they were tough.
The Clippers?
Bruise Clippers.
Thank you.
Well, I was
I
going to
might
get
not
that,
even
Brew.
pick them, but still, when they play well, you never say
After
Bruce
the
Clippers.
first couple
When
weeks,
they're
they've been
horrible.
playing excellent. However, Current Milwaukee Bucks head coach and former podcaster Doc Rivers had interesting things to say, in between head coaching jobs when he was talking to Wildes' buddy Bill Simmons multiple times about what went wrong in Philly. And he keyed on James not making the All-Star game last year really bothered him. He was playing an unselfish brand of basketball, leading the league in assists. It wasn't rewarded. And then from that moment forward, he was a different player. And you saw kind of more of the solo act James Harden. The team wasn't quite as good. And then the playoffs, it really reared its head. I am very curious how, once again, not making an all-star team is going to land on James Harden's doorstep when the 24 brightest lights in the league are shining on Saturday or Sunday night, and he wasn't invited to the party. Because the way he's playing right now, Brew, is exactly what the Clippers need, and I doubted that he would do it. Thus far, they have proven me wrong. I'm curious how they will look the second half of the year if they will keep that going, because I know they are your Clippers and you do love them. I have some healthy skepticism, so I'm putting Harden on the
And
Bud
two
list.
of his teammates are on the
right.
All-Star game. So you're now, everybody's like, you're the third guy. He might not have thought that in his mind. That's interesting. You're right. That's something to watch.
This hurts me more than a critical letter from Don Sr. I'm putting Şengün on the Bud list. Out of love. Out of
Are
love.
you done with him?
Out of no, gosh no.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No. Out of love. It's tough love time. Rockets, it's time to step up, Şengün. That's the moral of the story. It's time to move on. Like, hey, he's okay. Wow, Wildes, you were right. You're like, no, it's time to start playing better and winning more basketball games. The Rockets just lost to the Grizzlies, who are on a 9-game losing streak. Until Houston comes to town, you lose. The Rockets have lost they're 3-7 in their last 10 games. One of the wins being courtesy of this Jalen Brunson phantom foul that is currently under review and could get overturned.
Yeah.
Under protest. How is it going to work? You're going to replay overtime? It's just going to be odd. Am I going to buy tickets for a 5-minute game at the Garden to watch and go? Yes, I will. Meanwhile, last night, Şengün had this play, which he's making something happen with time winding down. He gets fouled here, the ball bounces off the cameraman, and then hits Şengün in the face, which is never great. We want highlights, not embarrassing plays. So Şengün goes to the line, misses both free throws. This is one of the flaws in his game. And I'm like, well, Wildes, he's a big man. What do you expect? Well, same thing I expect from every big man. Jokic shooting 82%. Embiid was shooting 88% from the line. Baby Joker, Şengün shooting 70%. So finally, this is what we can hope for. The Ime post-All-Star bounce. Now, are the Rockets the Celtics? Not necessarily, but it was Ime's first year in Boston. And remember, they turned the switch literally the calendar year, but post-All-Star, they were also well. Had the best record, best offense, and third best defense. So I'm expecting Ime to take a little break, come back post-All-Star. Rockets can try to get in the play-in. Just 10. That's all we're going to just get 10. That's all we're trying for. So that's Şengün's inaugural edition of the Bud list. Maybe next week, Phil.
I like it. That was great.
Is Bill Belichick going to San Francisco for a job, not just a visit?
No.
He loves the trolley.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.